Good morning, Stephen Talbot here, and it is Wednesday, August the 2nd. It's about 11 a.m. I am getting a late start today because I had several alcoholic drinks last night, and although I didn't stay up too late past the normal time I go to sleep, which is typically between 9 and 10, I went to sleep about midnight, and I was up all night in the bathroom. Like, it's just like, just reminded me, what's the point? There's no point. There's absolutely no point in drinking. There's always a peer pressure factor and a celebration, if somebody wants to do a drink with them and celebrate or whatever, but it's just not worth it. It just puts me off my game. It, makes me start the day later. It makes me feel like shit the next day. So, I wanted to share that. I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking as long as it's in moderation. And I've had my time of drinking, without consideration for moderation. In the past, I used to drink like a fish. It never got to the point where, it affected my relationships and stuff like that. I mean, maybe it did. I just don't know it. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't drank like that in a long time. What else do I want to talk about today? Oh, so today I kind of wanted to talk about the people in my life, and maybe you resonate with this as well, but negativity in your life, and whether or not there is a right or wrong way to sort of weed those people out of your life. I know with family it's more difficult, and I'm not even saying that I have any family like that. In fact, I really don't. But there have been people in my life that are, what I would consider to be bad influences and people that bring negativity. You know those people, have you ever had those friends that, you sort of feel obligated to listen to them, because everybody needs to vent every now and then. Everybody needs to express their anger or express their sadness, and everybody needs a friend's shoulder to cry on. I'm not saying that's not the case. In fact, I was just listening to Shailene Johnson's podcast. Look her up on Pocket Cast or iTunes or whatever. She's awesome. I was listening to one of her podcasts where she was talking about how sometimes it feels good to be sad. Sometimes you have a day when you just want to hear somber music. You just want to play sad music, and you don't want anybody to tell you to cheer up, and you don't want anybody to remind you of how lucky and how many blessings you have in your life and all the things that you have to be thankful for. Yeah, sure, we all have things to be thankful for, but being sad is part of human nature, and it's what makes us human. And sometimes you just want to be sad, and you relish in the sadness, and you want to listen to the playlist that makes you sadder and sadder and makes you cry, and that's okay. I think that's fine. What I'm talking about are negative people. Every time you see them, every time they come around, you're just like, hey, how are you? And they're like, oh, well, still looking for a job, or lost my 14th job, and just can't, my bills are all past due, my car's broke down, and stuff like that. You just want to be like, damn, is it really that bad? I mean, is it really possible for somebody to have luck that's that bad consistently throughout your entire life? No, I don't think that it is, and people maybe disagree with me, and that's fine. What I think is that you attract the things in your life, and I think that rather than being so sad and harping on the negativity, get your fucking self up by the bootstraps, pull yourself together, and go out and make some shit happen. Make it happen. There's so many things that you can do in this world. There are so many opportunities. Everywhere I look, there's opportunity. Especially now with the internet being as popular as it is, and also the rise of the self-employed person. with Uber. You can Airbnb your house. You can rent your car out. You can rent your tools out. You can rent a spare garage or spare storage space out to people. You can do stuff like TaskRabbit. You can run errands for people. You can do people's laundry. You can pet sit people's dogs. There are so many things that you can do to make money. And there's so many opportunities. Everywhere I look, there's constantly a new app coming out. All the time. I mean, there are billboards in Nashville of that app Tackle, Takl. Like, I haven't seen too many apps that have billboards across the city, but this Tackle app is everywhere. And you can go on Tackle and you can offer your design services. You can offer to help people move their furniture. You can offer to help sew things for people. You can offer to go shopping for people. I mean, everybody has this talent, right? So get off your ass and go make something happen. And then, otherwise, of course, every now and then it's fine for your friends to be sad or to need a shoulder to cry on, because you would expect the same from them whenever you're, going through something. But, let's pick yourself, let's express ourselves and vent, and then pick yourself up and get it over with. and let me clarify something. I'm not an expert at this. In fact, I could be labeled a hypocrite right about now, because I have a partner or an ex-partner that's still living in my house, and I can't get him out of my house. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world. And it's not that I haven't tried, it's that the laws are written so it makes it damn near impossible to get him out. I've given him a notice. When I've given him a 30-day notice, which I shouldn't even have to give him anyways, right? Because we live together and he doesn't pay rent, and I should be able to say, look, we need to part ways. This has been coming for a long time, but he's making it very difficult. And I don't want to harp, I've mentioned this in a few videos back, I don't want to harp on this because it is negativity. I'm just saying that we all have our own shit, and rather than harp on it, take action. I think that's the key, is to take action and just move forward, constantly look at moving the needle forward, regardless of what you have going on in your life. And then as far as the negative people in your life that are constantly negative, I struggle with this too right now, especially because I am going through what I consider to be a life transformation, and part of that is identifying people that bring that negative energy, because it's very contagious around you, and you want to stay away from that energy as much as possible. And I avoid confrontations at all costs, and I do not like it. I would just as soon get ran over than to confront somebody about something, which is something that I definitely need to work on. But I have a couple of friends. Not even friends. I've slowly stopped talking to them, to be honest. But rather than just block them or not answer the phone for them anymore, which is what I've basically been doing, and they'll send me a text message and they'll be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a year and a half. What's wrong? Did I do something? And rather than confront the situation head on, I just sort of ghost them, I think is what they call it. I ghost them and I just leave them hanging. I don't really tell them what the deal is. And I think that I owe them that respect. I think that I owe them the respect of saying, look, here's the deal. This is the way that I feel. And maybe they don't even realize that they're like that, and maybe that could spark a change in them, and I think that I owe that to them. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be working on. In fact, I'm going to have that conversation with two people. I'm committing to myself right now, and to you, that I'm going to have that conversation with two people by Sunday night at 9 p.m. Look, I just got butterflies. Just even nerves, even thinking about doing it. But it's something that I've got to confront, and something that I need to do, and it's respect that they deserve. So if you have a situation like that in your life, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you have advice for how to deal with people that are negative in your life, then I would love to hear that as well. And otherwise, I'll probably upload some more videos between now and Sunday. But my video on Monday, I will be, talking about the outcome of me having that conversation. So until then, we'll see you next time.